And look where we are, standing right up over the top of the river, looking at the arch and watching the boats go by. And Melissa's worried about her hairdo because it's raining. So we're sorry that we can't get better pictures, but we're going to try to do the best we can do. See y'all at the arch.
Rolling down the road, got my sights set high. From Tennessee skies to the mountains wide, in my Roadtrek Zion, chasing the sun. Woodall's RV in USA, living the dream, enjoying the day.
Well, after that long walk across the bridge, we finally made it to the Gateway Art National Park. And this is operated by the National Park Service. So we're going to walk right on down through there and follow the trail, and off to the art we go.
It says the Gateway Arch National Park, commemorating St. Louis's role in the westward expansion of the United States during the 19th century. Park grounds are open from 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. The Gateway Arch Center is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with extended hours Memorial Day weekend through Labor Day weekend from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. The museum at the Gateway Arch, there's an Arch store, Arch Cafe, the Monument of Dreams, the tram ride to the top. There's an old courthouse, has daily tours and exhibits.
And you know, this is a beautiful place down through here.
Look at all the trees.
All concrete. You can walk right straight down through it. And you know, that really wasn't a bad...
Well, they got walking trails that goes all the way around it everywhere. If you look, there's walking trails all the way around, so you could get a really good daily walk in here every day. It's a beautiful park.
And that's basically what we're doing, is walking down the walking trail. Everything is so green, looks so good.
Well maintained.
It is well maintained and looks like a nice place. We really didn't see anything that was bad. We come across the bridge and walk right straight down into the park from where we are staying. So they say there's a museum down here at the bottom of this. I think it's in the bottom.
I don't know, it says there's a courthouse museum, but I didn't read the sign enough to find out where it was at on the grounds.
Okay.
Ooh, look, there's a bridge, walkway goes around the pond. It's a little walkway bridge that goes around the pond and comes out on the other side. We'll walk around there when we come over.
That's one thing about here, they've got everything wrote on the ground, so you can't get messed up going the wrong way.
Little brook's cute. Arch entry. Oh, check it out. See the top of the church?
Yeah.
You walk on that other trail, you'll be close to it. All right, this is the Jefferson Natural Expansion Memorial. Action and reaction. I am threatened with violence and death because I dare to advocate in any way the cause of the oppressed. I am prepared to abide by the consequences. Elijah P. Lovejoy, 1835. Elijah Lovejoy printed this anti-slavery newspaper, the St. Louis Observer, in his shop that once stood here. In 1835, decades before the Civil War, Lovejoy wrote a scathing editorial about St. Louis lynching. The city's reaction brought violence to his newspaper and his family. He continued to exercise his right of speech, promoting the end of slavery. 1 year later, Lovejoy died for his beliefs in Alton, Illinois. He is remembered as a martyr for freedom. Lovejoy's pursuit of justice ultimately resulted in his death by a mob in nearby Alton, Illinois. Delivery. Today you can get a package from St. Louis to California in less than 24 hours. But before planes and trains, speedy deliveries to the West was made by stagecoach. Henry Wells, William Fargo, and John Butterfield capitalized on the country's rapid westward expansion. In the 1850s, they built an express stagecoach delivery service between St. Louis and California. A few years later, in 1857, Butterfield started the Overland Mail Company. He won a government contract to deliver U.S. mail between St. Louis, Missouri, and San Francisco, California. Their success reinforced St. Louis as the gateway to the West. These stagecoach companies had offices in the Michael Building, which stood here on the First Street from 1849 to 1939. St. Louis Street Grid once covered the arch grounds downtown. Curves ahead, arch-inspired landscape. In the front of you, the iconic Gateway Arch, the natural curve of the hanging chain, a catenary curve, inspired the arch design. Curves also define the landscape. You may not notice them at first, but there are curves throughout the park. Walk along the gentle arch of the tree-lined paths, staircases. Look for graceful, sweeping, and retaining walls and the flowing ribbon of the pond's edges. Oh, there's some little ducks down there swimming.
Look at that. So we gotta walk all the way up and around.
Yeah, we should have just walked straight to begin with.
When all else fails, follow the signs, right?
Like I said, we should have just walked straight to begin with. Ticket center and restrooms. Facility entrance security checkpoint. You have to go through there to go to the thing. So your tram ride, the cafe, and all that stuff's up there. You have to go over there to get your tickets. You can get in there and have your little picture made if you want to.
Go ahead.
Now, the original name of the Gateway Arch was actually the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, but it was actually changed in 2018 due to the most recent construction project. It is now known as the Gateway Arch National Park, making it the 60th national park in the United States. And in our national park, we have the Gateway Arch, the 91 acres of parkland, and the old courthouse. Now the arch itself, guys, it stands at 630 feet tall, 630 feet wide, and it's made up of 142 stainless steel sections that go all the way out to that 300-foot mark. If you guys look on either side of the wall right here, guys,
Yeah, we gotta walk all the way up there, and then we gotta walk all the way up.
Well, are you excited to go up in the pod? It'll be fun.
It doesn't work.
Getting on that. Here, let me move around this way, and you can get over here. So that way they got some legs.
And then we'll let you know what it is.
Right. How you doing?
There's a baseball stadium right over there.
You're at the top, right here.
Let's go to the other side. It'll be even cooler. Okay. You want to go? show you something. Why don't you just stadium seat? Big sign that says Nebraska.
I agree. We want to do this.
I'll go and explain.
About, I got to do 4 monthly report packets and everything within like 3 days when I get back.
Yeah.
On top of payroll again.
I don't envy you there. Oh, we go this way. Which one you like? Like the magnet? Yeah, that'll be good. What is that?
Oh, that one's pretty too.
Oh, that is cute.
You like that one or that one?
I think I like that one better.
Like that one better? Where you at? Look at that one.
Still like that one the best.
There's a bunch more.
There's a whole wall of magnets.
There's a whole wall of magnets. See,
And they got some nice cups.
those are magnets too. That's pretty.
More magnets.
Mm-hmm. So that one's pretty. Oh, the arches in there. It's 3D. Look. For the arch. You know, I like that one better. I like it better than I like those. There's one with the fireworks.
End of the trail by James and Free. The museum at the Gateway Arch, located underground beneath the iconic monument, is a free, interactive, and comprehensive museum that dives into over 200 years of American history, with a strong emphasis on St. Louis' pivotal role in the nation's westward expansion. It's a key part of the Gateway Arch National Park experience and was significantly renovated and expanded in 2018. The museum itself is free. The museum is divided into 6 distinct galleries, each focusing on a different period of theme related to westward expansion and the building of the arch. The museum features an unusual design, making it accessible for people of all ages and abilities. Expect state-of-the-art graphics, sound, and interactive elements that bring history to life. The museum highlights St. Louis' unique position as the gateway to the West and its importance as a center for trade, exploration, and industrial development. This gallery explores the early history of St. Louis before the Louisiana Purchase. Visitors learn about the indigenous cultures that lived in the region and the Creole culture established by French merchants Pierre Laclede and Auguste Cotel, who founded the commercial village of St. Louis. It covers how the city became a hub for trade with American Indian tribes and a significant trading post and political capital under French and Spanish administration. You can see the structures like a vertical log cabin. This gallery highlights President Thomas Jefferson's vision for a unified continental nation and the famous Lewis and Clark expedition. It explains why Jefferson's commissioned Meriwether Lewis to lead the crucial mission, emphasizing the ongoing struggle among nations for supremacy in North America. You'll learn about the expansion's journey from the St. Louis area in 1804 and their return in 1806, as well as the tools they used and the plants and species they discovered. This gallery examines the mid-1800s belief in manifest destiny and the United States westward expansion. It dives into how the U.S. expanded its territories through war and treaties, including the Mexican-American War after the annexation of Texas. The gallery explores the interactions and conflicts between American settlers, Spanish explorers, and indigenous peoples during this period, showing how the map of the United States came to resemble the current form by 1848. This gallery showcases St. Louis' booming period as a bustling port city on the Mississippi River. It illustrates how the arrival of the first steamboat in 1817 transformed St. Louis into a gateway to the West. Visitors can experience the intense daily activity of the levee in the 1840s and 1850s, learning about the hundreds of boats that moored there and the significant wealth generated from port fees. The gallery demonstrates St. Louis' role as a Midwest distribution point for goods and fueling westward expansion. St. Louis' transformation from a trade center to an industrial powerhouse and explores the realities and myths of the American West. It details how St. Louis became a manufacturing city in the late 1840s, rising to rank among the top industry cities by the 1870s. The impact of railroads in sending manufactured goods west and creating an American metropolis is also explored. The gallery contains the mythic West with its actual history, examining how people settled and lived in the West and how industrial innovation changed both St. Louis and the nation. This gallery provides an in-depth look at the design, construction, and the lasting legacy of the Gateway Arch itself. It explains the motivation behind the architectural competition sponsored by the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial Association in the 1930s to revitalize the riverfront. Visitors learn how Euro-Centurions' innovative design was chosen, the unprecedented challenges faced during construction, and the stories of the innovative builders who brought the monument to life. You can also see the scale models of designs that were considered but not chosen for the St. Louis riverfront. The museum at the Gateway Arch truly offers a comprehensive and engaging journey through American history, celebrating the spirit of westward expansion and the remarkable feat of engineering that is the Gateway Arch. Well, as you can see, just looking up at the arches, we're fixing to get ready to head back to the campground, and it's going to be a long walk across the bridge, but I think we can make it. Melissa's had to sit down and get her some rest before she takes and walks back.
You lie like a rug.
Yeah, you didn't want to be in the picture, right?
You lie like a
I
rug.
figured that. And now for the long walk back. It's a pretty walk back up through here.
Oh, it's a coal car.
A what?
Train, coal
Yeah,
car.
trains.
It's got a
coal
coal car.
car.
It's loaded with coal.
We're at DraftKings RV Park, and as you can see, it's still raining. And it seems like it's rained all day and all night. And it's like security is coming down through here. Guarantee you. And that's a good thing. And you can see the whole RV park all the way down through here. That's something you don't see at other RV parks, is security going through. But we do here. You can see all the way down there. The casino is across park. And you can see the arch. And that little building right there, the brick building, is the bathrooms, the laundromat. And there's the Roadtrek sign. And I wanted to just get you just a little bit of this so you could see it, because it's really a neat little park. It has a security gate, and when you come in you have to have a code they give you to get into it, and that's a good thing. So now we're going to go back to the van and get back in because it's raining. I shot just as much as I could. And of course there's Melissa. She's all laid up.
I'm ready for bed.
Is that what you do when it's a rainy day?
That's what you do when it's a rainy day. I'm ready for bed. I'm on vacation.
See, you really ain't got to do
I ain't
nothing.
got to do crap. Got to do diddly.
And we could have showed them what you fixed for supper, but it was real simple. What'd you fix?
Hot dog and chips.
Hot dogs and chips.
That,
And we actually,
that was Lupper.
you nuked them,
Yeah, that was Lupper.
which we went for a long stroll today. I'll have to say that was a real long stroll. It's probably a little over an hour.
14,386 steps.
Ooh, that was good. But now we're fixing to get ready. We're going to watch a little bit of YouTube, see what's going on with some of our friends. And then we're fixing to take and cut the lights out, and the party's over till about 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
That's it. And we're going to get up and get an early start before all these crazy people get out.
There you go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take and get out there and try to get out before all the crazy people get out, and try to get off that traffic and stuff. So hopefully the rain will subside tonight and slow down a little bit, and we won't have so much rain, but who knows? Just have to wait and see. We'll see y'all in the morning. And good morning.
Good morning.
You don't look like you're very much mourning this morning.
I'm a sourpuss early in the morning. It's not. I'm not a morning person.
Well,
that's why we like each other. You're a morning person. I'm a night person.
we're right opposites.
We're right the
attract.
opposite.
I guess that's pretty good. Well, where we headed this morning?
Nebraska City, Nebraska.
Nebraska City, Nebraska. What time is it?
5:26.
5:26, and so we were hoping to get out of here by at least 7. So we're doing good. So we're fixing to be heading out. So go with us.
Step by step, I've walked 100 miles, and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you've wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road.